What is happening, folks? Right, well, I see we've got some people on board already, which is always good news. But welcome, everyone, and particularly welcome to you if you're not actually watching right this second. If you're watching the upload, it's all good. You know, the way energy works, if you're going to be here sort of next week or tomorrow or something, it's pretty much as good as if you're here now, to be honest. And I'm sure what comes up in the show will move you in some way. Let's get started with a card, just a moonology card, because we are on new moon at the moment. The new moon energy is really quite strong, even though, you know, there's not that much sort of going on the earth at the moment. Nature itself has come to a bit of a standstill. New moon, a time of new beginnings. And the card we've got here says the end of a tough cycle approaches. And it's a Capricorn card. So there we go. I think that's rather good news. The end of a tough cycle approaches. In astrology, that's looking like this Wednesday. It's been a really tricky time in astrology, and it just all calms down nicely on Wednesday. So I am looking forward to that. I bet you are too. 10 people on board already. This is great for the Sunday Lionsgate session. Linda Bishop is number one today. Hello, Linda. Hello, Elizabeth Hayes. Irene in Birmingham is here. Beverly is here. Smoky day in Colorado. I had to move indoors. Smoke coming from Oregon, California, and Utah fires. Wow, that is scary. It's happening in Europe as well, actually, Beverly. Greece, a lot of Greece is on fire at the moment. And yeah, we're all kind of being quite cautious because it does actually happen. It even happens in this part of Wales, and this is a very wet area. It rains a lot, but we've had sort of 4 major heat waves this year so far already. So scary thought, and I'm sure we're all sending our prayers out to everyone who's caught up with that. So hi, Beverly. Hi, Jane. Nice to have you with us again. Sharon Lee is here. Great stuff. Yeah, and you're headed out that way soon, Jane. Doesn't sound any good, actually. Doesn't sound well. Doesn't sound brilliant, but I got a feeling it'll be okay. You know, I've got a feeling you'll get away with that. So sounds all right, really. Laurie is with us. Hi, everyone. Hope you're all safe and well. Sending love and light to Andy and everyone. Thank you very much. I can feel it. I really can. You've got 2 new decks this week, Jane. This is good news. It's always a forward-moving thing when you get a new deck. When you get 2, it really moves things on. Hi, Shrek. I did that question last week, right? I don't even know if you're still listening at the moment, but I will cover that again, okay? I will do that one again. But it wasn't last week. It was last Friday. It's like the day before yesterday. But there we go. We will have a look. Sophia is here as well. Kaya Noel, Cat Mama is with us. Pammy Rose is here too. This is all good. Eddie is here. Hey is here. Hi to you. Great stuff, great stuff. Okay. And Beverly said it's affecting your internet service. Smoky skies. Yeah, it keeps buffering worse than ever. I can imagine. It doesn't seem to take much to throw the internet off. Let's just tweak this a little bit because there we go. It just sort of makes the wall look as if it's leaning away from me if I do that. So now there's a good thing, actually, Sharon. Yeah, I'm glad you pointed this out. Everyone, please click on live chat versus top chat. That's quite important to do. YouTube if you just go on top chat, YouTube decides what it wants to show you. If you go on live chat, you see actually everything that's going on, everything that's coming on the screen. Hi, Elizabeth Hayes, by the way. Good to have you with us. And Elizabeth says, I've figured out who played with my hair. Chris, who was a father figure, wore grey suits. Right, we're in there. Yeah, I remember that one. Excellent, excellent. Mrs. Tyler J is here. Mary Hernandez Walker is here too. This is great. Let's go to Shrek, right? Let's do something with Shrek's question here. Okay, I know I did this on Friday. It's in the Friday video, but let's go again. It'll be the same answer. I just can't remember what it was, so we'll go again. So, does Anahat view Shrek positively, please, Pendulum? That is what we're asking. Yeah, got a good circle going on there. Circular motion is good for a yes. Okay, and it's growing, right? You're growing on her, Shrek. You are growing on Anahat for sure. And when will she talk to me next? I'm going to do numerology from the tarot cards here, just see what cards, what the numbers are on the cards. Right, 4 weeks. That's what I'm getting. 4 of Cups. 4 weeks. And this is why you're not hearing much at the moment. She is a bit down, to be quite honest. All right, she is kind of wondering why is the world the way it is. That's actually going to change. That's a lot to do with astrology. I'm sure it's real life stuff as well. Absolutely, no doubt about that, actually. But astrology gets involved. Guys, I'm not happy with my lighting tonight. This looks really dreadful to me. It's like the top half of the screen seems all dark, but it changes all the time. Maybe it's my computer. You never know. But I hope that helps you, Shrek. And Shrek says, thank you. You're very welcome, Shrek. And the best of luck with that. I know it means a lot to you. Yeah, no, it means a lot to you. Right. You didn't get the same card. You got full moon in Capricorn. Well, look, I haven't shuffled that deck again yet. So is it still? No, I have shuffled that deck again. I think we got full moon in Capricorn in the Moonology reading there, Jane, actually. I think that's what we got. Okay. Lupita S is here and Gina is here too. Right, let's do Gina's question at this point. Okay. Hey there, what do my guides want to tell me? Let us find out. Let's find out. Okay. So Gina is with us. You could do more to try and bring them in, Gina. Like keep lighting candles, burn some incense. Doesn't have to be super expensive incense. Doesn't even have to be a special kind of incense, There are many different kinds of incenses, some of which will bring spirit close particularly, but just burning incense and inviting them in shows that you're trying to kind of create a good atmosphere for them. Okay, and they can only help so much if you don't actually ask them to. So incense is good. Candles, Gina, also helps to bring them in a lot closer. But you are doing very well in your connection with your higher self, and they will actually play into that higher self feeling, when you're connected with your higher self. And it is actually very, very good to do that because it keeps you on your spiritual path. It keeps you in yourself, really kind of in touch with your spiritual path. So really, they're all around you, but you need to invite them in more, Gina. That's what I'm picking up. Also, right, they would like to help you with the things that you dream about, to help you fulfill your dreams, to make your dreams reality. That's what they're really good at. And you might think that takes you away from the spiritual path a bit, but not really. It's the things we really want to have in our lives, the things we long for, the things we desire are actually all part of our spiritual mission. We come to this world wanting those things, desiring those things because they're important. I can also see fast moving progress happening soon. Okay. Now, when you light a candle, you create some energy in the room and it makes a big difference. It really does, because they don't actually have their own energy and they will link to your energy. Sometimes I invite spirit guides to sort of come close because it's like warm around your ears. Around the human ear is quite a warm place, around the neck, and they will come in close and they can sort of do more, they can say more, they can play into your world more if you have some physical energy going on. And lighting a candle is a great way to do that as well. So more candles, more kind of be in your manifesting head, Gina. Try and sort of really be trying to make things happen, the things that you want to make happen. Think about what they are, maybe even write them down, but do some physical stuff to actually make them want to come in, because they do want to come in, and you do have quite a strong link, Gina. Okay, there's nothing to worry about there. This is just kind of advice, and I'm channeling what's coming to me as I look at your questions. So, really hope that helps. I really do. And thanks for your question, Gina. Kat May is with us. Hello, Kat. Holly DeShane is here. Erin O'Nugent is here as well. This is great. And of course, Eddie is here. As I said earlier, she has just kind of jumped up the screen a bit. Let's put that on the screen, see what we get. Okay. Oh, hello, Lisa. Erin's son is here. Another one of our wonderful moderators is with us. This is great. Everyone's in the house, and Twainer is with us as well. Thanks so much for coming in, Twainer. And I know Celtic Tarot, Sheila had a good long session today, so I really appreciate you guys coming in. I really do. Okay. Eddie, when will Pisces meet me? I'm going with numerology again. It's on the 10th day of 10th of November. That's what I'm picking up, Eddie. Okay, 10th of November, but it looks good because I got that 10 from the 10 of Pentacles, so it's going to be abundant. It's going to be good when you meet up, okay? And it is really going to happen, okay? I'm sure it's going to happen, Eddie. Best of luck with that, and thanks so much for your question. Sunny Dell is here. This is great news, and S is with us as well. Great stuff. People are coming in. People are piling in. We've got lots of people with us now. 21 on board already. Oh, no, now it's 19. People will come and go. What can we do about it? Okay. S, here's a question. How can I be popular in opposite sex? Right. That's a question close to all of our hearts, I think. It's at one time or another. When you get a bit older, it sort of matters less, but still matters. Right, what I'm picking up, okay, is you're trying to commit yourself to sort of embracing more feminine values, so that you kind of you have that about you. Diet is a real good thing, if you sort of feel healthy within yourself, you give off a better vibe, really. And also, confidence goes with that. So in practical terms, what I'm saying is try and eat a better diet, okay? That is going to make a big difference. But yeah, the biggest thing of all is just be confident, okay? It's going to happen for you, S. I can see it. Let's do a card and see what we get. Yeah, 6 of Pentacles, look. Sharing the feast. Right, the feast is being shared. It really is, and seems like a dark screen to me. But those are a nice pink color, which is the higher heart chakra, which is where love between people, as it were, where that happens. They're in the sky. They're a little bit slanted, so things aren't quite right. But it's going to happen, right? It's going to happen. So just really believe it's going to happen. Okay, ask angels to help you. I don't know if you're into that really, but look into it, because the angels will help you with it, especially if it's something to do with love, S. And again, best of luck with that, my friend. And thanks for your question. Linda is saying the internet may cause some to drop off. This is, it caused me to drop off on Friday, actually. And I was fed up because I was just in the middle of answering quite a serious question from Danny. I think it was Danny P. It was definitely Danny anyway. And I must make a video about this, about our loved ones on the other side in the spirit realms, because all that's really happened is they've gone to the other side of life. They're away from us in a physical sense, and we can't have that closeness with them that we crave so much. But we do see them again, and they are actually very, very close. They've just gone to the other side of life. And their vibrational rate has gone up massively. If we could actually see, if we had a bigger spectrum of frequency that we could humanly see and hear, we would actually know that they were with us. All mediums really do is, well, we sort of come to this world on a wavelength where we can pick up on these higher frequencies, even though we can't see and hear them with our everyday eyes and ears, just like you can't see your loved ones when they pass. They are still absolutely for real, and as you learn to tune in, you sort of hear them because they can talk into our thoughts, and that is really what it's all about. So yeah, I was so fed up when the internet cut out last, Friday, in the middle of that, but this is my internet for you, unfortunately. Danny Bathrobe is here. Mr. Danny Shea, welcome, sir. Thank you so much for coming in, stepping into Merlin's lair here. Always good to have you with us. Okay. But yes, indeed, right? People who die physically are definitely still around. You know, mediums, the gift mediums have is being able to pick up on them and get in touch with what they're trying to say. The reality is, you know, still very much that they are around. It's just this very high vibrational rate because they're pure light. They are, you know, purely soul level people at that point. But, you know, we all get to see them again when our own time comes. And we don't want to be doing anything to hurry that up. You know, we've got to live our own lives out. This is how it goes. Okay. Aspie Third Eye is here. It was hard to get here. YouTube on the fritz, had to kill browser and restart. Yeah, Aspie, I did as well, actually. I came on at about 10 to 9 to just kind of ground myself and call in spirit and start trying to make things happen, as I do. And yeah, sorry, just got a weird notification on my phone, but I'm going to ignore that. It distracted me rather. What can you do? Forgotten what I was talking about now. Oh yeah, my browser. Clicked on StreamYard, which is the website I use to put these live videos onto YouTube. It's much better than just doing it straight over the internet. The StreamYard wouldn't load, and then it did load, and it wouldn't accept my camera or my microphone, and I had to restart Firefox, so I've like lost all my tabs now, which is most annoying. I'll have to try and remember what they all are tomorrow, but what can you do? What can you do? Anyway, I'm here, Aspie, and you're here with your third eye wide open, and this is what we really need. Okay. Danny can only say hi at stoplights. Fair enough, my friend, fair enough. Right, Sophia is asking, Andy, is meditation really important for channeling guides? I'm not consistent and really want to communicate with guides. Okay. Well, you know, it's a two-way thing. Yes, it is really important, Sophia. But, you know, I'm inconsistent sometimes. And I know that for me and for a lot of people that I sort of work with and try to teach about this, the difficult thing is the amount of time it takes out of your day. And actually, it doesn't have to be that much time, you know. 10 minutes is great. 5 minutes will do, to be quite honest, as long as you do it regularly. And it doesn't have to be the same time on the clock every single day. It has to be the same point of your day. For example, I wake up at different times, so I feed my chickens at different times. And I always do mine just after I've fed my chickens. And that establishes a rhythm. And spirit recognize a rhythm. This is why drumming is so important in so many spiritual ways of life. For example, the Native Americans, as I'm sure you all know, you know, regard drumming as a very important thing. And you will find that in all kinds of spiritual disciplines, actually, because spirit people have no time. They live in a timeless world. I wish the light had stopped flickering about. What can you do? Spirit, yeah, they live in a timeless world, but they always recognize a rhythm. So Sophia, you know, yeah, it's important, right? And the reason it's important is it's just about the only way to shut out the concerns of the world. It really is. Now, when people try to meditate, very often things crop up. You start wondering, you think about the family that you've got to feed. Important things, you know. Is my cart going to work? Have I got enough milk in the refrigerator? Have I got enough TP? All those things start coming in, you know, and that's just because you've quieted the mind. But if you keep on trying to quiet the mind, it gets quieter and quieter. And that's when you can hear that very high vibrations of spirit people, particularly spirit guides. But another thing to say, Sophia, right, is that remember right at the beginning of your journey, they found you and you became aware that you were a spiritual person out of nowhere. Yeah, I remember the night it happened to me. I was just browsing the internet, to be honest, and I thought, a psychic website, and I had a look, and hey, off I went, you know, never looked back. But they actually drew me into that psychic website without me doing any meditation or putting any intentions out there at all. I wasn't asking angels for anything. I wasn't trying to connect to guides. I believed they existed, but I had no idea I was on this path. So, you know, they can hook into what you're trying to do, and they can lead you, they can encourage you, whether you're trying to connect or not. But if you can meditate consistently just for a few minutes a day, it's going to make a difference. Now, sometimes people come into spiritual work who, they've got very, very busy lives, and maybe they're working 3 jobs to make ends meet. But, all of us have like 5 minutes, even when we're just lying in bed waiting to go off to sleep at the end of the day. If you just give them 5 minutes of your time, whenever you can, but as long as it's in the same part of your life every day, it's going to make a world of difference, Sophia. Okay, because I see you as a healer. Actually, I think you're going to be channeling a lot of healing. That doesn't mean not mediumship. It doesn't mean not working with spirit guides. Quite the opposite. But this is very superhuman level stuff. So we have to kind of pick up on what we can and go along with it. Now Twainer has sent a super sticker. Thank you very much indeed, Twainer. I really appreciate that. So kind of you. If you'd like to contribute, guys, the super chat thing is there. No doubt. I'm actually watching this on a different screen, but it does let me know. Other ways to donate, if you'd like to help me in my work, please do. PayPal.me/twigbrother and coffee.com/twig. They are going across the screen all the time. And if you would like a private reading with me, 35and83@gmail.com, 35and83@gmail.com. That is scrolling across your screen, and all those addresses are down there in the description beneath this video as well. So it's all happening. Vivian says, always look forward to your lives, Andy. Thank you at Twig Brother, and thank you at Vivian, because I always look forward to doing these lives. I always look forward to meeting all of you guys. And Vivian, it's always great to have you with us. It really is. Aspie Third Eye, had to sew today. Still have too much work you need to be doing, but just tired. I'm just barging in on someone's conversation there, really. But look, here we go. There's that personal reading link again that Lisa kindly put up. If you'd like a personal reading, there is my email address, my Gmail address, and yeah, it's down there in the description below. As well as doing psychic readings and mediumship readings, I'm something of an astrologer, and I'm very happy to produce your birth chart, your natal chart, as some people call it, your star chart, as the Native American Indians call it. And I've had the privilege of producing many star charts from some friends of mine on a reservation in Quebec, actually. And yeah, it's a wonderful thing, a birth chart. It's basically like a wheel, a chart wheel, like a circle depicting the sky, and it shows every planet and what house that planet was in at the time you were born, what other planets it was close to, what constellation it was in, and then you get a detailed explanation of every single alignment, including the asteroids. You can get very basic birth charts free from all the big astrology websites, but if you get me to produce one, it will be very deep and very detailed. And there's virtually no waiting. They take me a couple of hours, because I use software, and I'll send them out within within about 2 days, really, of receiving payment, because life is getting busier. And I hope it's going to encourage everyone, actually, because life does eventually get busier when you're on this path and you're hoping that you're going to be working for spirit. Just when you're on the path, just when you're starting to learn it, you are already working for spirit. You really are, and thank you very much, Lupita. We have another super sticker. That is so kind of you. Really nice. Let's stick that on the screen a minute. Yeah, much appreciated, Lupita. Thank you. I will come to you in a second. And Seascape has sent one as well. Very, very kind of you, Seascape. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, let's take a look. Let's take a look. Lupita, right. Hi, Lupita. What do you see for me in the future, job-wise? Okay. I'm going to go into the tarot for this. Okay, might seem like a strange place to look, but I think it'll tell us the direction that your sort of career and work life is going in at the moment. That's what we need to look at, really. Okay. Now then, I am. Let me just check. Right, what I've got is the Seven of Cups. Yeah, here we go. And I'm thinking that you're a water sign, Lupita, and I honestly don't know. But I'm thinking you're a water sign at this point, which would be Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, basically. Now, it's a change of direction for you. It really is, okay? Because with the Seven of Cups, there's all these crazy images in the background, and every version of this tarot card in all the different decks has something about this great wall of illusions that's before you. And what you excuse me, what you really need to do is what Alice is doing here, and just like look away from that wall of perplexing illusions, because they are illusions. They're not going to tell you anything. And so where you are at the moment, or where you've been recently job wise, is no longer really serving you as well as it could, and that's going to mean that you're not going to be serving it as well as you could. And you know, for careers and jobs and things to work out really well, it's so important to keep on looking forward, keep on looking up. That really is what it's all about. So it's a change of career, okay. I would say you're going to have to kind of make a decision to change career. I don't think you're going to lose your job, but you're going to have to kind of shut the door on it. You know, maybe you've lost your job already. I hope not, but just shut the door on that and be ready to keep moving forward. Your next job is going to be something that you really, really want. I believe it's something to do with food from what I'm picking up at the moment, but it's something that you really do want to do in a big way. And you are allowed in there, basically. You know, you are sort of ready, you are prepared, and you will be welcomed into a new line of work. Absolutely. I think it's something to do with food, Lupita. I keep seeing like chopped up melons, as if you're kind of chopping up melons, you know. Don't know if that's symbolic or real, but it's something to do with food, Lupita. Yeah. Now let's get your time frame on this. I would say it's about 11 weeks away at this moment. All right, so a little bit less than 3 months, and we're looking at new work coming in for you. Okay. Just want to say big thanks to Vicky Lober for that super sticker. This is really kind of you guys. Thanks very much indeed. Really appreciate it. So yeah, Lupita, you know, keep on looking up, okay? Because I'll tell you what else I keep seeing and I thought it was just the sound of your name, but I'm realizing it's communication. There's a flag they put on British ships, which is called the Blue Peter. Not Lou Peter, I think of Blue Peter. So yeah, your ship is coming in, basically. That's what I'm picking up. Your ship is coming in. I'm really, really sure about that. Now, guys, we are coming up to about, well, we're 27 minutes into the show at this point, about halfway through. And I just want to say, right, I'm going to keep going as long as I can. The internet tends to cut out just over an hour lately. I was looking through the lives. I always try and go for an hour and a half. And for the last month or so, they've all finished after like 1 hour, 5 minutes. I think I made 1 hour, 18 minutes on Friday. But it wasn't as much as I wanted to make it. So, if I end up not answering your questions, I'm so sorry. But do come forward, on a future live stream, and I'll do everything I can. If it's something urgent, drop me an email and I'll see what I can do for you. I really will. Okay, so Aspie Third Eye. Did all the spirits in my place cross? Or when I cranked up the ITC app today, did the dead just not feel like talking? Just wondering. Okay. No, they're with you, Aspie. They're with you. See, they don't always communicate with us the way we would expect them to. This is the thing, and it can be quite a problem getting tuned in. I'll give you an example. I've done services in spiritualist churches where just nothing came through for ages, and I looked a real lemon standing on the stage. But this does happen. There's a famous interview with John Edward from Crossing Over, where he says that, sometimes it takes them all day to film the thing because he doesn't pick up, on what the message is supposed to be. This is because spirit are always trying to find new ways of working with us. And I can't for the life of me understand why they would do that, because you're obviously capable of tuning in. But yeah, that's the reality. They're always trying to find new ways of connecting. I guess they push us to our limits and they keep raising the bar. Okay. I would say try and just find a change of direction. I'm sure you'll be inspired as to what change of direction and which way to go with that. Okay, I want to do you a card on that. I want to do you a Kyle Gray Keepers of the Light card at this point. Okay, but they never leave you. You know what happens with all spirit people, whether they're guides, guardians, angels, loved ones who were in our family, or someone we loved who's gone to the other side, they will all step back into the shadows, at least sometimes, because it's your life now. It's our lives now, all of us. And so we have to live those lives. We have to make the decisions for ourselves. It's the old free will thing, you know, just like they say, the angels can't help you unless you ask for help because of free will. And this is why you need to be sort of clear about what you want. I don't think that's an issue with you, Aspie, but it is the case that they're staying back in the shadows to let you work something out. But look, they are around you, okay? Because the card I've got for you is Katumi, Cloak of Wisdom. So they are around you like a golden cloak of wisdom. It says, you already know the answer you seek. Trust what you know. I should have pulled this card about 5 minutes ago, actually, because there is the answer to your question. You already know the answer you seek. They're not going to waste a whole lot of energy telling you that again, really. Okay. And this is why, guys, this is why I sometimes, you know, people miss the answer to their question. And I can't just automatically do it again because I've sort of called on my guides and they've put the energy out there and they've done it. Okay, so that's what I'm picking up, Aspie. Long, detailed explanation about that. But we got there in the end. So they are close, Aspie, okay? Don't give up. Just keep on trying to connect. Light candles, burn incense. This seems to be a theme of the show tonight. Seascape, how will this coming up week go? How will this upcoming week go for me? Okay, it's going to be a lot easier going after Wednesday. I'm with the Keepers of the Light cards again, actually. Let's do 2 Kyle Grays in a row. If not more, we will see how it goes. But let's find you a card on that, okay? Right, Lady Nada, Heart Awakening, okay? Awaken to acceptance and divine love. Let's back the card off so you can see her. Let's bring it up close so you can read it. I'm trying to read it as well. Awaken to acceptance and divine love. Give and receive in balance. So it's a week when things actually are going to come into balance. I feel that you're going to have a lot of success with bringing things into balance. I think really pretty difficult Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. That has a lot to do with astrology, actually. Those were the days my guides told me to say, but I happen to know that astrology settles down a lot after Wednesday. There's some crazy stuff going on with Uranus at the moment. There's some crazy stuff going on with Saturn as well. And Saturn is kind of the law-making planet, you know, and can be very strict and very stern. So a great improvement after Wednesday. Things coming into balance, and that was a very turquoise-looking card. Okay, so as well as your heart awakening and all that, do speak your truth, Seascape. Try and live your truth. I think you always do try and live your truth, but make sure you're speaking it as well. So important to do that. Okay, right. Twainer, I'm going to come to you now. May I have a reading? You certainly may, Twainer. Hello, BBM as well. I will come to you, my friend. I will come to you. But right now, I'm going to go to Twainer. This time, I'm picking up Tarot in Wonderland again. And let's see what wonderful places Tarot in Wonderland takes us. Twainer. Okay, I'm being told something first. Someone's talking about rice. I think you've been cooking a lot of rice. I don't know why that would be, but I want to say rice is a good long-term storage food. I don't know where that came from. Don't worry, we'll do some cards because I really don't know if that's going to mean anything to you. It probably will on some level, Twainer. I hope it does. Okay. All right, sunflowers. Okay. Number 19, the sun. You're getting very close to some kind of completion, Twainer. Right, this is what is it? This has got something to do with the food thing and rice. Twainy, you're very close to something that you're doing at the moment, which isn't your main source of income, is actually going to be paying for your life pretty soon. Feels a bit like a career change, or not so much a change, just like one side of the things you do in your life taking over from the main way you make money and becoming the main way you make money. And I feel that's out there this week as well. Let's see what else we get. 10 of Cups. Yeah, it's looking pretty good, Twainer. I feel this is a relationship card as well. And I don't believe you've got any relationship problems. In fact, I'm pretty sure you haven't. But this is just, it's what we call a happy ever after card. But it's those cups there. Those cups have got to be full of something. So go with your plans for the future, which are bringing you towards the Sun card. Okay. And I've told to cut the deck now and bring out the next one. Yeah, Ace of Cups. It's another cup card, Twainer. So we've got a lot of water sign energy going on here. We've got the 10 of Cups and we've also got the Ace of Cups, all right? So water signs, it's the element of water. It's things changing. Maybe it's that little house by the lake that we've often talked about, but there's a lot of alchemy. There's a lot of very, very positive change indicated when we get the Ace of Cups, particularly, because it's changing the direction of what you want. Rice means abundance, and you're a Cancer, right? So I see the water sign thing works, and yeah, looks pretty good. Lisa is saying rice is a staple food for billions of people across the planet. Absolutely, it is for me too. But yeah, abundance, that is wonderful. So abundance is coming, Twainer. It's just that there's a definite sort of shift. You know, something important to you is going to become your main way of making a living. And I think that's really close. I don't think that's far away at all. Linda's saying hello to your kitties. Andy, thank you so much. They're out and about. It's getting dark. At least one of them might come in soon. I hope so. Looking forward to it. Erin, I will come to you, my friend. BBM, right this minute. Hello, everyone. Loving the energy in this room. I had a feeling. I thought I saw you asking for... Oh, yeah, here we go. Found your question now, BBM. Right. Have you anything for me, please? General feeling of being in limbo. Okay. That is part of what's going on in astrology for everyone at the moment. I'll be honest with you. Right. But now this is what it's about. There's an opportunity there. We've got a cup card again. It's that element of water again. And this is the Page of Cups. Okay, now the page is a youthful energy. It can mean the beginning of a new situation. But what's she got in the cup here? A fish. And she's got no idea what that fish is there for or what she's going to do with it. But she's a cheerful kind of a, you know, an optimistic kind of a soul is Alice. And this is the Alice in Wonderland deck, by the way. So what you need to do is just try and be optimistic, because what you've actually got to... What's actually going on in your life at the moment? There is quite powerful change in the air, and it's like right under your nose, but it's as if it's hidden in plain sight, BBM. All right, so like it's a bit like when people say count your blessings, only different. It's just look around you, you know, think what could you actually do to move things forward. Okay, next card I've got for you is the Two of Swords here. Right, and this means there's no new knowledge coming in. The swords are all about making a decision. A decision. So maybe you've been putting off doing something, and that's what's kept you in limbo, because you don't really feel you know the shot. You don't really feel that you know for sure where the energies are taking you at the present time. But they're taking you somewhere, absolutely for sure. And the grinning Cheshire Cat in the background of this card represents the higher self, BBM. Okay, so pay attention to your dreams, I guess, as much as anything, and that can include daydreams. You know, what would you like to happen? Think about what you would like to happen. Okay, because it's something positive, and it is something that's going to make you happier than you were. Okay, astrology makes it a lot easier to think positive after Wednesday of this week. Okay, it's not a bad time now, it's just an awkward time in astrology, and astrology does play into all of our lives. That's incredibly interesting. Thank you. Well, thank you very much for your question, BBM, and thank you for bringing it to us. I'm sure we're all kind of sending out good vibes and goodwill, because we're a nice group like that. I'm very proud to be involved with this group. I really am. Okay, Cat Mama, I will come to you, but I'm just going to go now. I think it was Erin that asked a question. Okay, Elizabeth, I'll come to you. I don't think the screen's going to go blank too soon at this point. Now then, here we go. Lionsgate card for me, please. Hello, Twig and Rosalie. Yeah, Rosalie is with us. Now, this is the thing about candles, right? I've lit a candle. Right, I've got a big picture of Rosalie up on my mantelpiece there, and she wants me to show it. I can't do it right now, but I will stick Rosalie's picture somewhere you can see it in a very imminent future video, so you can see it. Okay, but yeah, I've lit a candle in front of her, and it's it always brings her a bit closer, you know, and it's good to have her closer. Erin O'Nugent card for you. Excuse me. It's another turquoise one. It's throat chakra. It's speak your truth. Radha soul flame. Rediscover a lost part of yourself. Experience relationship harmony and healing. Now there is Radha standing really in what looks to me like a temple doorway. There's not enough there to tell me that that's exactly what it is, but she's holding that 1,000-petal lotus flower in her hand, and there are other lotus flowers all around. Bit of a dark screen. I wonder, maybe it's because I'm wearing white and it's confusing the camera. Must wear a duller color next time and it might work. But yeah, right, see your life as a temple, not just your home, not just your body, but see your whole life as a temple really dedicated to you, okay? Because that's how it's all supposed to work. And when we think about that lotus flower, it's all about opening up to new good things coming in or closing down when you need a rest. So Erin, think about whether you need to close down or open up. Possibly closing down is going to be the thing at the moment, but then after Wednesday, maybe it's time to open up. This is the Lionsgate Live, because it's Lionsgate today, 8th of the 8th. Very magical. New moon in Leo and the sun in Leo at the same time. That is what we're dealing with at the moment. Hello, Jeff Langer. Jeff says, thank you for sharing of your gifts. Thank you for sharing yours, Jeff. Whenever you come into one of these live streams, you always bring your energy, and this is a real good thing. It so is. Okay. Now then. I'm now searching. I like to try and get everyone's questions done if I possibly can. Okay. I've lost someone's question somewhere. Here we go, Elizabeth. I wanted to do this one because this is what I was doing when the screen went black. Okay, I was saying you have a big decision coming up. Any more on that? Okay. Yeah, facing fear is what it's all about, Elizabeth. Okay, I've drawn you a card. Again from the, I don't know, Keepers of the Light, not the Ascended Master, the Keepers of the Light. Kalimar, facing fear. And you can see she's wearing scary-looking skulls around her neck. Just kind of, you know, the fearful side of life is what those skulls represent, and she's just wearing them around her neck like a necklace because she's okay with it. The card says major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. Okay, so as you're looking at that big decision, just kind of be really outside the box in your thinking, Elizabeth. That's the important thing. Really think outside the box as much as you can. The only box to stay within, really, you know, is how far do you want to go? What changes do you want to actually have going on in your life? I have a feeling I would have been on a sword card if that's what I said. It's just a feeling I've got about that. I think I was reading a sword card for you at the time. And that's always about big decisions. And there are no bigger decisions, really, than the ones we think are kind of less important because it's just about us. Put yourself first, Elizabeth. Really put yourself first. Okay. Excuse me. Quick drink of water needed here, I think. You're basically, spiritually speaking, you're going higher, Elizabeth, okay? I think employment might be involved with this, and you're going higher in that sense as well. For sure you are. Hi, Stephen. Nice to have you with us. Brilliant. Okay, let's go to Sharon Lee at this point. I hope that helped you, Elizabeth. Thanks so much. Sharon, thanks for your question. May I have a card for next week or two? have been meditating on the sun. Okay. No. I'm just asking my guides which decks I should be using. And here we go. This for Sharon. Going with Ask an Angel deck by Tony Carmine Salerno. Okay, and do get your questions in, guys, okay, because I'm going to do as many of them as I possibly can. I'm going to try and get as much done as I can within an hour, because we seem to get cut off pretty soon after the hour. Don't know why that is. Got a new router. It doesn't drop out half as much as the other one did, but it does drop out sometimes. Sharon, card for you for the next week or two, as you've asked. Excuse me. Gosh, hiccups mean I've got something good coming to me, I'm sure. This card is beauty. The angel is Archangel Haniel. So you might want to look up Archangel Haniel and just get close and personal with Archangel Haniel. Beauty. What I want to say to you, Sharon, is believe in your beauty. And this doesn't necessarily mean what you physically look like in the mirror, but believe you're a beautiful soul. In terms of looking in the mirror, it's important that you can love the person you see when you look in the mirror. It's very important, really, just to attract success into your life, to attract joy, to attract happiness around you, because you are made the way that you were made for a reason. And over the next couple of weeks, there is one spirit guide in particular coming in really close. And this spirit guide is going to be, you don't necessarily have to make a big effort to connect. This is a spirit guide who's come in to help you, okay? And the important thing is this is Archangel Haniel who is involved. And this is going to help you with root chakra issues, okay? It's something related to money, safety, or security. It's going to be ironing itself out. It's going to be sorting itself out as you go forward for the next week or two, okay? Hope that helps. Let's do some scrolling lest I have missed anyone. Stephen. Right, a card for the week for Mr. Stephen. Let's see what we get here. Okay. Right, 10 of Wands for you. This is what we've got. And this is usually some kind of... something dragging you back, you know, something pulling you down, and you need to cut the cord with it, my friend. That's what this is really about. I've now covered up my list of what the different tarot suits mean. Let's just bring that back into view so I can see it. Wands are fire sign energy, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries, but there is the fire of change, okay? And you do need to be cutting the cord with the past. There's someone you help, or maybe it's more of a situation, like a group of people, or just something that you work for, one of your passions, really. And you've done a lot of much needed work in the past. It's still taking up a lot of your time, a lot of your energy, can be quite draining for you. And it's time for you to move forward. The symbology here is that the guinea pig's got all these nice things in the wheelbarrow, but he can't enjoy them because he's weighed down by all these sticks that he's carrying on his back. And like, the sticks are too big to make a fire with. They're just they're a burden. So see what burdens you can let go of if you possibly can, Stephen. Right. And yeah, for the week, since we're talking about the week, and since this is the Lionsgate show, yeah, astrology gets a hell of a lot easier to deal with after Wednesday. In other words, the influences in our lives are improving. Stephen says, don't know. Okay. Well, let's see if I can pick up some more about it. It's like a passion, you know. It's a passion that at one point was your driving passion and really kind of pushed you to, you know, something you lived for, something you couldn't get to sleep for thinking about, something that you lived and breathed and dreamed about. But it is time to move forward from it. That's what I'm picking up. Okay, just don't be afraid, right, to cut the cord. If you cut the wrong cord, it will grow back. Not a problem, honestly, not a problem. Okay, so I hope that helps you. Not picking up a whole lot there, but that's the advice as it came. Really is. Let's go to Holly now. May I have a card for Lionsgate? You most certainly can. You most certainly can. Okay. Work Your Light by Rebecca Campbell. Here we go. Danny loves this one. If Danny's still with us, Danny will be loving this one. Okay, what have we here? Keepers of the Earth, you are not alone, Holly. Take a look at the image there. There's an angel in the background, so subtle you could miss her if you looked the wrong way, but there is that angel. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. So that angel is bringing with her ancient ancestors. So, right, now this is for Lionsgate. So this kind of leads us on into the rest of the year, really. And that's what you need to keep in mind as you go forward, Holly. Okay, we all have ancestors sending us love and wanting to help us. We all have angels wanting to help us. But that is particularly the message for you. We've also got a very healing shade of green around this. So be looking towards healing yourself as much as you can. Things get happier after Wednesday. Not necessarily for the whole of the rest of the year, but it gives you that spark of light that you can pick up on and move forward with. And that's going to be good. It really is. Okie dokie. So hoping I help you. And you're saying... I feel them every day, but it's been overwhelming lately. Well, they're trying to tell you something, Holly. Just keep on tuning in. And maybe when you're going to bed at night, take some time, really could just be a few seconds. All you need to do is send them a thought, Physical lengths of time don't mean a lot to them. Just give them a flash of light, and invite them in to give you a flash of light. It's a two-way thing, and it'll work. And you'll get some more clarity, really, yeah. Overwhelming. It's been very overwhelming for the last week, actually. Maybe the last 2 weeks. There's been so much going on planet-wise, so many different crazy alignments with difficult planets, that there's been a lot of anxiety in the world, actually. And many have felt overwhelmed by that. I sort of know this because I do readings all the time, basically. It's kind of how it keeps on going. Right, okay, moving along swiftly, and I'm sorry I'm not giving much time to this, but I'm just terrified that the internet is going to drop pretty soon because we're coming up to an hour. Sunny Dale, can I have a card or two on my financial situation? Will it improve in the near future? Right, first card, this is a good one. I just randomly cut the deck and I got this one, yes. Right, so the answer is yes. Just say yes, okay? So the answer is yes to your financial situation improving in the near future. Most certainly. The key to it, though, is, as it says there, just say yes, okay? How can I explain this? We get lots of choices coming up, and unless you're absolutely certain that it's something you desperately don't want to say yes to, if it's just because it's a mystery, go ahead and say yes and see what comes up, Sunny Dale. Okay, that was one card. Let's do a second card. Okay, 7 of Pentacles. Good progress. Things are growing. Things are moving. There's a raven there looking back. But the raven's looking back on the past, and it's your time to start looking forward. Okay, ravens can be, they can be stuck in the mud, and you don't want to be looking at the past. Leave the past behind you. If you're determined to leave the past behind you and just say yes, like we had in that other card, things will move forward in a very positive way for you, Sunny. Thanks for your question. Thanks for bringing your energy. Sandy G, do you have a message for me, please? Yes, very polite. Thank you. And yes, I'm sure something will come. I'm sure something will come. I don't know what it is yet. Let's see. Yeah, a lot of spirit energy around you as well, and I do mean a lot. This is not just like a spirit guide or an angel or one or two kind of loved ones in the spirit world. There's this kind of meeting of minds in the spirit world, whatever their minds work like, I don't know, but they certainly have some kind of collective mind up there, and there's a great meeting of minds going on. They're trying to find a way of helping you, and it's like a gathering of the clans, Sandy. There are people from different families who've sort of come together along your family tree, and they're all trying to help you, okay? Are you worried about fires or something? I can see fire now. I know that there are terrible fires burning in the world at the moment. In which case, don't worry about it. Because I feel sure things are going to be okay. But see this as like a fiery time of awakening for you, okay? And be open. When you go to bed at night, ask Spirit to talk into your dreams. That seems to be a theme of this one as well, actually. I said that to several people tonight. Ask Spirit to come and talk to you in your dreams, not in a scary way, nice and gently, so you wake up feeling refreshed and happy, okay? But, Spirit are trying to communicate, and at the moment, they're still working out what to say. But they'll know what to say pretty soon, and things will then move forward. So they will. Hello, Katie's Dream. Katie's Dream has joined us. I'm sure we all welcome Katie's Dream. I certainly do. Lovely energy you've brought to us. May all your dreams come true, Katie. And Gail K is here as well. This is great. Now, Cat Mama did ask for a card at some point. Mrs. Tyler J is back. Had to call in reinforcements. Oh, no. Okay. Holly very kindly says, thank you. I have faith in you and your gifts. I take your words as gospel. Well, that's very kind of you, Holly, but I've got to give the credit to them up there, them upstairs, as we sometimes call our spirit guides, because, my spirit guides are talking to your spirit guides, and that is why it works, okay? Now, Cat Mama, I remember you asking for a card. I can't find your question here, but I'm going to put your energy on the screen there. Cat Mama says meowdy. Okay. Basically, I'm going to pull you a tarot card. I'm going to go from there. Right. 5 of Pentacles, Cat Mama. It's not ready to happen yet, but it soon will be. Here's Alice being dragged away from the palace door, but if you can read the words written on the door, it says Queen Alice. So she is meant to be in there. Okay, things are meant to get a lot better for you, Cat Mama. It just hasn't happened yet. Okay, I'm also told that you've got a yes-no question. I'm just going to tell you the yes or the no. I'm not being shown what that question is at this point. But let's ask the pendulum for a yes or a no to your question. We've got a yes, quite a gentle yes. Things are going to take a little while to unfold, pretty much like the card said. But don't worry, because it's not meant to be just yet. It's not time just yet, but it certainly will be. It really will, before too long either. Okay, right. So a card from Mrs. Tyler J. And hi, Ron, Unconditional Love. Thank you for joining us. And as Twainer says, all the new chatters and everybody watching, especially if you're watching the upload, by the way, and this video is available as an upload just about as soon as the internet cuts out or we come to the end of it, one or the other. Okay, but yeah, please hit the like button. Makes a big difference. Drop a like on this if you've enjoyed it. And hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell, because then you'll get a notification every time a live video starts, maybe about 30 minutes before. I must admit, sometimes I start these just like that, and that's when the internet's been off and I've had to come in all of a sudden. Like, I think on Friday, the internet was off at the usual time. So I came on at 11 p.m. UK time, which is 5 p.m. Central, which is kind of later than I usually go because I am in UK. But it was a good session, actually. I might do Fridays at that time regularly in the future. Who knows? But right, Mrs. Tyler J, card for you is this one. 9 of Pentacles. Right, you've made wonderful progress. That's what this is all about, really. And I feel this is progress in coping with loss. And I know you've been doing that a long time, but I feel like there's another level of loss been around just lately in the last sort of 8-9 months, something like that. You're coping brilliantly with it. You are moving forward, okay? But think about the past, okay? There's some gems of positivity in your past that you're sort of moving away from at the moment as you move forward, okay? We do want to leave the past in the past. It is old news, but do keep the lessons you learned in the past, okay? And that way you go forward in faith and you keep all the good stuff. And it's a shame to leave the good stuff behind in the past because it's the only good stuff that there was in the past. So take hold of it and keep moving forward that way, my friend. All right, and thanks so much for that question. Okay, Here's an interesting one. What wonderful energy. Thank you very much. And you bring wonderful energy here too, BBM. I stumbled upon you by chance, or did I? Yeah, I'm always saying this to people, particularly people who, because I do some teaching, people who are just coming into spiritual sort of understanding for the first time in one way or another. They might want to be a medium. They might feel they've seen a ghost and want to know more about it. Who can say? But, you know, see, a lot of people, for example, will buy a tarot deck. And to them, they've always been interested in the tarot and think, I'll buy a deck, I'll learn what it says in the book, I'll go with what it says in the book. And, you know, this is just my choice because I'm interested. And it is their choice. Absolutely, it's their choice. Just like it was your choice to click on the channel when you could have watched, like, I don't know, preppers storing up biscuits or something. You came on here, and yeah, just like it, you know, people are actually guided. You only buy a tarot deck if you're guided to buy it. There's a spirit guide trying to work with you. So yeah, I reckon you were led here, BBM, and I'm glad you're saying you'll be coming back, because it'd be great to have you back. It really will. Okay, quick one. We're pretty much at the top of the hour now, but I'm not finished yet. Let's hope the internet isn't finished at this part of in my corner of the world, which is the ancient woodlands of Merlin in UK. Merlin actually lived in this area of Wales, UK. I'm very privileged to live here, and it's a very magical ancient woodland place. And as Erin's son, as Lisa very kindly posted there, you can donate to Andy's Spirit Work at coffee.com/twig or paypal.me/twig brother, and of course at YouTube Super Chats. If you go along to that coffee page address, I do I do post pictures of what's going on in my life from time to time on coffee. I'm always kind of, the thing is, right, with the internet being the way it is, I like to upload videos as well, and it can take 10 hours to upload a 30-minute video, and this is why I don't update my coffee page as often as I'd like to. But whenever I get the chance, there's some new pictures of this wonderful area of West Wales on there, and my garden and the cats, the kitties, and whatever we're doing, you know. But yeah, great stuff. All donations gratefully accepted, friends. My car is going to be very expensive about a week and a half from now. I'm not looking forward to that. Cool, life gets expensive sometimes, so it's always much appreciated. It really is. Shows are free to watch, and that's how I want to keep them. Just, you know, I'm sure you understand they're not entirely free to produce. Got to get cameras, got to get laptops when the laptop suddenly dies, you know, crazy. BBM, I think you're right. Thank you so much. Wonderful. Well, you're very welcome, and I look forward to seeing you again. And yeah, preppers storing up biscuits, cat mama. And here is a pet thing of mine that I think is well worth talking about in this sort of spiritual video, right? Some preppers are accused of fear mongering. And they would always say, well, you know, you don't have to be in fear if you've stocked up a load of food. I'm on the fence about that, honestly. I do store up food, but at the same time, I've done it several times over the years, and occasionally I throw out a great big bag full of stuff that's gone out of date, you know, because I've had it for years and there hasn't been a disaster, you know. But Elizabeth Hayes has almost put her groceries away. That ties in very neatly to what I'm saying here. But yeah, preppers storing up biscuits. There's an awful lot of it on YouTube. It's kind of interesting. But, you know, forget the apocalypse. Forget all these things that we worry about, because the angels will get us through. They will get us through. But if you think back to childhood, our grandparents' generation nearly always stored up food. And this is one of the great things. You can get tins with long dates on them. You can get dried stuff that keeps a long time. You just never know. There might be a reason, you know. Like, you know, with the pandemic we've had, so nice if you could go a good few weeks without having to go to a shop and take a risk, you know. And, you know, that risk seems to be passing now, but so nice to have some food in. So I don't think it's a bad idea. I'm not trying to scare you into it, but I do a bit of prep myself. However, keep watching spiritual videos and don't worry too much about preppers storing up biscuits. I didn't get where I am today by storing up biscuits. Holly says it's moved. Well, he says most of us do stock up. It's our nature. Yeah, there's something of the squirrel in all of us. There certainly is. Okay, and you're going to need to store your runner beans. Don't think they'll be nice pickled. Yeah, that really doesn't sound nice, pickled runner beans. That's probably why I've never heard of pickled runner beans. Lisa stores up bottles of water and batteries. Basic disaster prep. Yeah, I think it's good to do a bit of that. I really do. It's just these guys have got, a $5,000 pantry, and, they're still going to Costco every week and coming back with a truckload of stuff to bury. I just think that's taken it a bit far. And guys, it is, it's a fairly big waste of food. I kick myself when I throw stuff out, I really do, because that's a waste of energy, waste of Mother Earth's bounty. It really is. And Aspie says, I think preppers vary according to reason. I prep because I live on a fault line. Fair enough. And in tornado country. Yeah, wow. Paid off with winter storm when broken water lines polluted water for weeks. Sure, this is just the kind of thing. It is happening more and more in our world. It really is, and I totally support any sort of prepping. I do it too. I've got a Berkey filter. I've got rain barrels collecting water off the roof, because it used to rain all the time in Wales, UK. We're just about, I wouldn't call it a drought, because it rained so much in winter. We've still got plenty of water in the ground, but it's a lot drier than it used to be. Things are changing, And Jane has got tap water in old cat litter bottles. Wow, well, I hope you're going to filter it. I really do. Anyway, Vivienne, may I have a reading, please? Thank you. Okay, I think we're sort of headed towards the end of the show at this point, guys. Hi, Sharon Sipe, by the way. Thanks so much for coming in. Always good to have Sharon Sipe on board. And by the way, a few people, Sharon, have told me that you recommended this channel to them. I'm very, very grateful to you. Thank you so much, Sharon. Vivian, may I have a reading, please? Thank you. Okay. Two of Wands. Things are moving on. Creative fire, right? This is fire sign energy. And as I was going to say fire, I wanted to say creative fire. Creative fire. Think outside the box as much as you can, Vivian, right? But don't spend too long thinking about it, because there's progress already in motion. Things are already moving. Severe hiccups there. Very next card, we go from the Two of Wands to the Three of Cups. Okay, this is an upward spiral. This is things going up, things improving. Now we're in Lionsgate. We're in that Lionsgate energy very strongly and very profoundly at this very moment, because it is actually the 8th of the 8th, and this is when it happened. This is when it happens. Stop hiccups, please. Berkey filtered water. Cannot beat it, and it slows the hiccuping process down a bit. Where was I? Yeah, upward spiral, most definitely, okay? But probably still a tricky few days ahead of us. It's after Wednesday, a lot of the Saturn stuff, a lot of the Uranus stuff dies down a little bit, and we get a softer, more feminine moon, particularly over next weekend, actually. So things are getting easier. Red Hat Society would like a card. I think it's possible. What usually happens any minute now is the internet cuts off. My ISP just seems to know that we're all having fun here, and it wants to show us who's boss in the most unpleasant of ways. Right, but here's a card for you, Red Hat. 8 of Wands. Great stuff. Wands, fire sign, creative fire again. Here we go. Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries are the energies involved with this. And of course, it is new moon in Leo. So it's a very Leo-y time. Very fast moving progress, Red Hat. We can only see the backs of this card, and in this symbology of this Tarot in Wonderland deck, when you can only see the back of the card, there's a game going on, but you can't actually see what's going on because you don't actually need to worry about it, okay? Your angels are on the case. I've just been told that in my head. Lots of higher heart chakra pink in the clouds in the background of this card as well. So it's looking very positive for you. And you're saying yes. I'm glad. Yeah, you've got to say yes to abundance, folks. And as we sort of bring the video to a close, that is something I think is a real good take home from any kind of spiritual goings on. Actually, say yes to things. Okay, we're always hoping that the angels will say yes to us, but you know, they will help. If you ask the angels for help, they will most certainly help you. I'm sure they will. Okay, let's go to Erin's son now. Let's go to Lisa. A card for your health, card on your health for the coming week. What have we? Right, judgment. It's a turning point. This is a very old medieval view of the word judgment and what it stands for, what it means. We have got the hare, the Mad March hare, blowing the trumpet and bringing in change and awakening new things, okay? So it's an awakening of health. Right behind that in the deck, so I'm going to do this as well because it kind of jumped out. We've got number 8 from the major arcana, strength. Okay, now 8, as above, so below. It's a symbol of eternity, and it's also a symbol of the way, like the two spheres join together, the afterlife, the eternal, the spiritual sphere, and the worldly sphere. Okay, so there's healing being sent to you. I'm sure we'll all send you some healing as well, actually, because I feel it's going to be needed. I really do. But things are going to be okay. You are going to be up and about again and doing stuff, absolutely, for sure. Right, now then. Oh, Sharon, you didn't get the pop-up. That's so annoying. I did actually schedule this one about 90 minutes before I started it as well. But I'm afraid YouTube is weird like that. But, yeah, I'm trying to make this a regular time as much as I can. They might change a little bit, but I'm thinking keeping Sunday at 9. It seems a real positive time to do it. Possibly Fridays are going to move until 5 p.m. Central USA time, which is 11 p.m. here. But this is going to keep on being 3 p.m. Central, at least for the foreseeable future. BBM says nos da. Nice. Are you in Wales, BBM? It'd be great if you're in Wales. We only have 1 or 2 viewers in Wales. Maybe you're one of them. This is great. Well, noswaith hefyd. Sorry, I got a speech impediment hiding behind my voice there, and I'm not. I struggle a bit to sort of do Welsh pronunciation, but noswaith hefyd. You know, and thanks so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Katie's dream. I haven't been cut off by the internet yet, but I think I'm going to make this the last message of this show. Okay. No point tempting fate. My daughter is on the right Is my daughter on the right spiritual path, and will she be okay with the man she says she is in love with? Okay. Let's take a look. I think we're going to get yes for the right spiritual path here, but we'll ask the spirit of the pendulum. It's given me a yes, but it's a very small, slow movement. Yeah, she's on the right spiritual path, but the reason you and she might be wondering that is because progress is slow. Don't worry, it'll speed up when the time is right for it, okay? Now, let's also ask the self-same pendulum, will she be okay with the man she says she's in love with? Let's find out. Stop this from twirling. It twirls on the strings sometimes. Yeah, she'll be okay with him. I don't think she'll be in love with him forever, but she'll be okay with him. He's not a bad guy. He's nothing to worry about, okay? BBM, you're in Dorset, but yeah, but you speak Welsh. Well, da iawn ti, and nice yawn to have you on the show. It really is. I live in Welsh Wales. I'm in Llandyssil near Carmarthenshire, in Cardiganshire actually, but it's right on the border with Carmarthenshire. And I had a stroke a long time ago, and I can't really learn languages, but we inherit a yaith. We never did yaith, and thanks so much for letting me know that is great. Red Hat Society. Would be wonderful to be out of this crazy time. Well, you know, times pass. There's one thing about crazy times. There's something that pertain to the world. There's something that go along with the world, you know. There is never that craziness in the spirit realms, and that's why it's so restful, so relaxing, and so sort of tranquil to connect spiritually. So with that, guys, I'm going to draw things to a close, but thanks ever so much for watching. I will be here again on Wednesday internet willing, 3 p.m. Central Time, 9 p.m. UK time. Just possibly the internet will cut out because I'm privileged to live in this ancient place, but I've also got an ancient internet connection, copper wire, which is now 61 and a bit years old, and which fails quite a lot of the time, actually, especially in crazy weather. But I'll do my best to be here 3 p.m. Central USA, 9 p.m. UK time on Wednesday. If not, look out for a notification. Hit the subscribe button. You should get a notification. You don't always. YouTube is so weird, but you should then get a notification. Hope you'll all join me again then. Numbers are up a little bit tonight. This is wonderful. Thank you to all the new people who've come along. Big thanks to all you guys watching the upload. Don't forget to drop a like on this if you've enjoyed it, please. Hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, then you should get all notifications if YouTube gets its backside in gear, which I sincerely hope it does. If you'd like to help me out in my work, that would be greatly appreciated. Coffee.com/twig, paypal.me/twig brother. Both of those down in the description. If you would like an astrological birth chart or a private reading, psychic and or mediumship reading, 35and83@gmail.com. That too is down in the description below. More upload videos coming between now and Wednesday, but I'll be here again on Wednesday. I hope you guys will be too, because it's been such fun. Meanwhile, be good to each other, my friends. Take good care of yourselves. Love to you, light to you.